Hi and welcome. I'm Jeff Hopkins, design teaching artist with American Ballet Theatre. Today we're going to be learning about one of American Ballet Theatre's most beloved ballets, Don Quixote. I'm excited about the list of things that we are going to do today. The first thing, I'm going to share a little bit about the story of Don Quixote through some drawings. Then you will get to see the famous Act 3 pas de deux featuring two of ABT's brilliant young dancers, Catherine Hurlin and Aran. Next, we will join students from Grand Arts High School in downtown Los Angeles as they work with ABT dancer Eric Tamm to learn the dance of the seguidillas. That will be followed by a Q&A conversation with Eric Tamm. And then finally, you get to join in the fun and dance with ABT teaching artist Richard Toda for a Don Quixote-inspired ballet warm-up. Did you know that Don Quixote actually started as a book? It was a novel written way back in the 1600s, many years ago. And now it is a popular ballet. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the story of Don Quixote, but I'm going to do it in a special way. I've got my pad, I've got my marker. So you see, I love to draw. So let's go to my drawing board and I'll show you what I mean. Come on. The character of Don Quixote is an interesting one. His vivid imagination tends to confuse reality a little bit. He's a thin, old man known for having a beard and a mustache. He thinks, however, that he's a strong, valiant knight, that he's wearing a suit of armor and a helmet, although his helmet is often described as an old pot turned upside down on his head. And he always travels with his partner, Sancho Panza. And Sancho Panza is kind of a lovable character who just goes along with whatever Don Quixote seems to be imagining at the time. That leads them to have some very interesting and incredible adventures. Sancho Panza tries to keep him on the straight path and keep Don Quixote safe, but for the most part, they tend to get into lots of different mix-ups. Their most famous adventure involves a windmill. There were windmills lining the countryside of Spain where Don Quixote and Sancho Panza were having their adventures. And one day, Don Quixote looks up and sees a windmill and thinks that it is an evil giant. And he feels the need to protect everybody from this evil giant. So Don Quixote, of course, decides to attack. And, well, let's just say attacking a windmill is not the best idea for Don Quixote, and it didn't end well. But those were the adventures of Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. Now, in the ballet, it takes a little bit of a different turn. The ballet actually focuses less on Don Quixote and more on a young couple named Kitri and Basilio. See, in Don Quixote's adventures, as he's roaming the countryside of Spain, he's looking for his long-lost love, Dulcinea. He sees Kitri, a beautiful young dancer with a flower in her hair, and he thinks that she is actually Dulcinea. As he follows her around, they realize it's not Dulcinea, but we get caught up in the adventures of Kitri as she is pursuing love with the handsome Basilio. Basilio needs to overcome many different obstacles in order to be with his love, Kitri. There are lots of people in the story who love each other, don't love each other, miscommunication about loving each other. But finally, Basilio and Kitri are able to be together and get married, and Don Quixote plays a part in making that happen. So the ballet of Don Quixote begins with the adventures of Don Quixote and Sancho Panza, but really focuses on the villagers of Sevilla in Spain and how they're celebrating the love and marriage of Kitri and Basilio. That was really fun. Thanks for letting me share those drawings with you. Now we're going to watch something very special. We're actually going to see the pas de deux from Don Quixote. It's the dance between Kitri and Basilio. Let's check it out.
hope you're having a good day. Today we're going to learn a little segment from our Seguidilla dance in Don Quixote. So it starts with an attitude jump on the diagonal. You're going to go attitude jump and hit the floor, and jump and hit the floor. Clap and clap. Other side, clap. Repeat, jump and hit the floor. Jump and hit the floor. Clap and clap. Clap and clap. Good. Going back on your right leg, you're going to drag and fifth, and drag and fifth, drag and fifth, drag and fifth. Balance front, 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 and in a circle, 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 circle. It's not a true fifth position. It has more character to it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just pulling it in and bending the leg. Awesome. All right, third part, part C. Here we go. So after you did the balances in a circle, 2, 3, 4, you're going to jump, pas de bourrée, and clap, and jump, pas de bourrée, and clap, and clap. Other side, jump, pas de bourrée, clap, and jump, pas de bourrée, clap, and clap. Next, I think we're reaching out, and we're going to do a little lunge to the side on your right leg. 1 and 2 and 3. Turn around on it and lunge, and 2 and 3. Turn around, lunge, 2, 3. Turn around, 4 times, 2, 3. Turn around. All right? And then you're going to go forward, and then turn around and pose. And forward with the clap, turn around, pose. You're going to do it 3 times. Turn around and pose. Snaps down, coming up, clap, and finish.
So my dancing friends in LA, how are we doing? Good? So why don't we try just to do it with music? Yes. Two,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Attitude, floor. Attitude, floor. Twist the back. Up. Pull back. Balances. Circle. Other side. Lunges. Finale step. And pose. And pose. And pose.
I thought that went really well.
Yes.
Since we have Eric here, we wanted to have an opportunity for each one of you to ask Eric a question.
How's it going today?
Yeah, first time in a while, early in the studio.
Right? Yeah. We're trying to, feel like dancers again.
Exactly right.
Cool. Any questions about being a dancer or what's going on in your world today? Yes.
What is it like being on a ballet company?
So being in a ballet company, a large company like ABT, you have a lot of colleagues. People come from all over the world, different backgrounds. So it's definitely an eye-opening experience. People dance all over the world. They all have different techniques, different ideas to approach things. So the exposure is just incredible. And being able to bond with them on stage and travel the world together is an invaluable experience, one that is so unique and so special that it can't be recreated anywhere else. Most of you, I'm sure, have danced from a young age. Dance is part of your identity. you come together and you have that likeness, and so it's a very special experience. But in terms of a job, keeps you in shape, it shows you the world, discipline, physical, mental challenges, all of those are in the ballet world. So it's a very fulfilling, rewarding career path if you choose it.
Hey, how are you doing today? I was wondering, if realistically speaking, if you've ever came to a point where you felt like dance wasn't for you, and how you came to the realization that that is something you wanted to pursue.
Very interesting question. So I started dance at 5 years old. Because my parents enrolled me in classes, I would dance at home. So I think dance has always been a part of me, a part of my identity. It has always been there. I've always had some kind of love and passion for it. With that being said, there was a moment where I did get a little burned out. And as dancers, I think we have a tendency to go full force all the time. And sometimes it is good for us to maybe take a step back, think about friends and family, think about your identity as a person, not just as a dancer 24/7, because it's very easy to just bring that into your living room and your personal space and not just in the studio. So yeah, there was definitely a period of time. I think I'm 34 now. When I was around 28, I got a little burnt out with all the performing and the traveling, and so took a little moment for myself. And then I think the passion can get reignited with a little bit of a healthy break. So having some balance in your life is not a bad thing. Taking some time off, taking a vacation, clearing your head only helps you in the studio as an artist. When you're trying to portray a character, you have those life experiences that you can recall instead of just the ballet class you took that morning.
Awesome, thank you.
How has this time, the COVID, everything, been challenging for you as a dancer, and has it changed your perception of the dance world at all?
COVID has been a huge challenge for everybody in the dance world. It's really forced us to think of our online presence and the power that you can have connecting through people, not in a live performing, theater, which is not our normal. But I love the fact that dance on film is having its moment right now, and people can maybe really push the boundaries at there and see how dance can be shown through a lens of a camera and maybe just a different, unique experience. It's time for that. From a dancer, of course, I miss the stage. I miss the live applause and the, being in the theater and that energy. You can't replace that. We should never get rid of that. We want to go back to live performing. But it has really helped me with staying in shape on my own, learning my own needs and my own identity with what motivates me, because I can't always get into a studio. So kind of a moment of self-discovery of what I like to do, what's going to keep me in shape and motivated when I can't do ballet, kind of thinking about cross-training a little bit. I got into mixed martial arts, I got into yoga and Pilates, because I can then take that on my touring schedule when I'm in, Europe, Asia, wherever, and you don't have access to a gym or you don't have a normal schedule, then maybe there's a way I can maintain my body and get ready for my show that I've learned through this whole process.
Well, I feel like my question was kind of answered already, but I was gonna ask, when the world starts to kind of get to you and kind of crowd your mind, what do you do to stay motivated?
I mean, motivation comes and goes. We're not robots, so you kind of have to let yourself have those down days, which is hard as a dancer, showing up and you're not totally into it, but you're a person first and foremost. And then you just got to do the little things, and rewarding yourself for the little things, for me, is a big deal and a good thing. So if something small happens in your life, you cooked a new recipe or you accomplished something on your to-do list that was there for a while, you need to take time and kind of pat yourself on the back and then know that the energy will get better. Dance is as much as the ups and the downs. You bring all of that into your dancing and you become this artist that you can then pull from all these files and categories. So the unmotivated days are kind of just as valuable as the motivated days. Bye guys, take care of yourselves, have a good week.
Thank you.
What great students and questions. Thank you so much to all the students at Grand Arts High School and ABT dancer Eric Tamm for teaching the Seco Diaz dance today and for joining with all of the dancing that you've done. Thank you so much. I'm Richard Toda, Artistic Manager, ABT Engagement, encouraging you now to stand up and join us we're going to begin with a short warm-up. And during this short warm-up, we're going to start with 7 symmetrical shapes. And after the 7 symmetrical shapes, we'll be working with movements of classical ballet. So these 7 movements are plié, étendre, relevé, glissé, sauté, élancé, and tourné. We're going to end our warm-up by doing the very famous finale step from the Secadillas dance that you just saw. Thank you guys so much for joining in, and have fun. We're going to start with our feet absolutely in parallel position. We're going to make the full shape. Good. And we're going to open to first position. And we're going to go to parallel position and back heels together. Make a V shape, demi-plie. And my arms come en avant and stay. Good. Let's do that again. Just notice that every time that you make these shapes, you're using both sides of your body symmetrically. So both sides of the body working symmetrically, finding to stay upside. Good. Let's change our arms a little bit. So toes together, toes are apart. We're going to take a small demi-plie and stay. Good. 3/4, full point, 3/4 and stay. 3/4, full point, 3/4 and stay. And toes together. Good. And toes are apart. Take a little demi-plie and stay really tall. Good. 3/4, full point, 3/4, stay, and 3/4, full point. Since we've been standing in one place, can you say hello to me? And turning around for the fun of it, and press to releve, and lowering down. Good, and say hello to me, and turn around, and press to releve, and lower down, and open to first position. Good. Let's start our pliés, and stay. Good. And my arms are going to move just a fifth en avant. I'm going to stay front of it. I'm going to step to one side, look way over, and step back. Good. Let's do pliés again. And my arms fifth en avant, and demi-plie. My arms fifth en avant. Step to the other side for the fun of it. Good. Look all the way over your shoulder, and step back to first. Good. Let's tendu to second. Demi-plie and stay. Arms en avant. Demi-plie and stay. Arms on the waist. Good. Look over your elbow. Try to look right behind your elbow. Come back up. Good. Stay. Arms together. Good. Plie and stay. Arms en avant. And plie and stay. And arms en avant. Good. And my other side. Look right behind your elbow to come right to the side. And reach. My arms are coming back up. I'm going to do a little flex of my foot. Just flexing my foot. Waking my foot up. Waking my foot up. Bringing my body back into first position. We're going to use the same arm as leg. Tendu. 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 And tendu. Good. Change arms. 1, 2. Same arm as leg. And same arm as leg. Good. Awesome. Try again. 1, 2, and 1. 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Second side. 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and finish. Élancé, plié, chassé, tournier back and stay, and plié, chassé to the front, tournier and close. Now let's go down 2 counts. Élancé, 2 counts. Élancé. And 2 counts, élancé, and 2 counts, élancé. Remember that fun part that we were doing with Eric? And we stepped around to stop. Let's do one little sauté, 1 step, 2 stop. Yes. We're going to do our tournier, and close. Glissé that way. Glissé, slide, stretch. And glissé, slide, stretch. Good. Tournier, 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 and close to first. Good. Now we chassé forward. Good. Tournier back. And a close. Good. And chassé forward. Super strong with both shoulders. Awesome. Step back. Now let's élancé. Plié for 2, push to one leg. And plié for 2, push to one leg. And plie 2, push to one leg, and plie 2, push to one leg. Now we have to do a sauté. Sauté, and step. Walk around yourself, and stay. Good, now step forward, and sauté, and walk around yourself for a second turn. Oh my gosh, you guys were amazing. Thanks for warming up with me. That was super. Hope you are feeling great and that you enjoyed experiencing some of the movement vocabulary today. Thank you so much for dancing with us and for going on this journey. We look forward to seeing you in person in the theater very soon.